Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How are you doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner, the biggest gob in sport. uh, I'm going to do a video about DAZN. I just wonder what everybody's opinions were about it at the moment. It looks to me like it's all going downhill, isn't it, for Eddie Hearn and DAZN at the moment. Has anybody noticed, for example, and this has just come from a good source today. It'll be interesting to see if how this plays out. But has anybody noticed how Eddie Hearn and Oscar De La Hoya, they don't set about each other no more now, do they? Have you noticed that on social media? Well, they don't publicly anyway no more. Apparently, DAZN have made Golden Boy attend all the Canelo events that Matchroom have put on. And contracts can be terminated if both criticise each other, as they both represent DAZN. Now, the source is legit as well. Otherwise, I wouldn't be putting this out and making myself look stupid. Now, my man's confirmed it with two other people. So I think it's a bit of a scoop for Porky's Corner, isn't it, really? Because let's have it right. I don't get many scoops because they're not going to tell me, are they? Because they know how I am. You know, a lot of people are not going to ask Eddie Hearn the situation at DAZN at the moment, and we all know what's going on at DAZN, don't we? They're not doing so good, are they? Well, they've had Joshua, haven't they? But they've not put him on DAZN, have they? He's been on Sky his last couple of fights, hasn't he? So DAZN have already halved the UK budget, boxing budget, and they're going to reduce it even further. Now, what this is, it's turning like into a massive failure in it, revenue wise. That's how I look at it. I mean, USA is still okay for them, but Matchroom won't have enough funding to do many non-pay-per-view bouts, will they? This is why fighters look to me like the park's up with Eddie Hearn at the moment. Uh, they're saying moving forward that Golden Boy are going to be main promoter in America, and so I think that's good, me. I think it's good anyway because it puts Eddie in his place out there, doesn't it? Because he's rubbed everybody up the wrong way. Nobody wants to work with him, and he's in a situation now where he's cash cow. He could cash him out against Fury and get paid well, and that'd be it. But I think what they're doing now with Joshua, they're risking they're risking everything on who he fights now, hoping to just keep him earning. But he's vulnerable. He's a vulnerable fighter. He can get beat by a C-class guy. He could fight somebody in top 15 or somebody who's put in top 15, and he could get beat. Anybody in top 25 can beat Joshua now. They're all smelling blood. Uh, so it's going to be interesting what they do. But I'd like to see Dylan White against Joshua, because we can all say it's a crossroads fight for them both, in it. Because technically it is, in it, but pair of them ain't got a belt, and they're never going to be world champions. Dylan won't be, and Joshua ain't going to win it again because he had it gifted, didn't he? What he's had's been gifted. But I just think that what's happening now is what's going to be happening in future. Nothing for Eddie. It looks like DAZN ready for Skid Row in the UK, especially. But it looks like he's had his wings clipped in America. We're not seeing anybody asking him these questions, though, are we? I mean, where is he? Where is he? There's an APB out, a missing persons broadcast, but Eddie Hearn, absent without leave, missing in action. Mr. Relentless. Is that relentless? We can't find him. Normally, we can't shut this dude up. So where is Eddie Hills, the 5-0 Iceman from Billericay? Free by way of, but only footage we've got is him and Spotty Frank. You know what I mean? That's only footage we've got, him levering Spotty Frank. And that went the distance. So we need to know where he is. And when he's found, We need somebody other than his mates asking him proper questions. He needs to be asked about DAZN, and if it's true, because I believe it is, that they've halved the budget and they're going to take more off, and that he's getting his nose shoved out in America by Golden Boy. Why ain't nobody asking him these questions? Nobody. So I'm asking now, but he's not going to come on my channel, is he? Because I'm going to ask proper questions. Forget how many billboards I put. I put 2 billboards up a while back, putting it on him, thinking, well, he'll go and ask questions from anybody except me. You know what I mean? I was stupid enough to fork out loads of dough on 2 billboards. Stupid one, I really. But when you think about it, what ain't money well spent? Yeah, I'd say it way, because we all know what he is, don't we? He's an on-top bully. And when it comes on top, they don't want to know. They take the bat and ball on, don't they? Bit like Tony Bellew, a.k.a. the disappearing man. Well, he has disappeared now, hasn't he? Nobody can find him. There's a missing persons broadcast for him as well. Absent without leave. So Eddie Hills, the 5-0 Iceman, when you're going to answer some proper boxing questions about DAZN and this Conor Benn drug situation and what you're doing with Joshua, you've gone missing. Mr. Relentless. I am relentless, Cougs. Well, you're not relentless now, are you, Eddie? All right. Massive shout out to Welcome Estates in Spain. Massive shout out. Big shout out to Spartan Demolition and Civil Engineering. Big shout out to South Yorkshire Packaging. Okie dokie. Big shout out Innovation Alloys and Eastwood Autos. Everybody have a great Sunday. What a time to be alive. Peace out.